Hey everyone, and welcome to another Dawn of War Soulstorm video. Today we'll be watching a matchup between Dark Eldar and Sisters of Battle. About 6 games, I believe. 7 games actually. Let's get started with the first one. Not sure if I've recorded this matchup ever before on my channel. These are some old games, not played recently. This one was actually played before 2010, I think. At the bottom we've got Gloxxy with Sisters of Battle. Opens with 2 builders, goes for armory and barracks, and 2 missionaries. At the top side you've got PiperNeverDies. As a Dark Eldar, opens with 2 mandrakes, 1 builder enough for Dark Eldar, and goes for Dark Foundry. Very unusual openings for this map for both of the players, I should say. Sisters probably will go Seraphims, that's right. Seraphims are actually quite good in the matchup. They have very good mobility. On tier 2 they can melt down Dark Eldar's infantry. They can easily run away from their close combat units, and during that also deal crazy damage with those Inferno pistols, and they've also got the tier 2 ability which increases their damage. So a very good unit when handled with care. They can hunt those Dark Eldar builders in the early game. That's what gloxxy will try to do now. He also does a nice decap right here. A very good start for Sisters already. And the second Seraphim squad is out. Also Seraphims, I think, are a bit better than those Hellions in ranged. So Seraphims will be able to counter the Hellions, at least. They will be able to run away if the Hellions try to close combat them, and also deal damage. Here goes the Dark Eldar's builder goes down. And the Hellions also try to kill these Sisters builders on the other side. Ecclesiarchal Servitor. Yeah. One goes down, the other one will survive, or at least a bit more. Good map control from the Sisters of Battle. He's trying to take both relics. Very good management so far with the map control and these Seraphims. 1 decap and 1 killed tortured slave. Very good job so far. And here goes the first river jet bike, the second one comes. Hellions still trying to kill this servitor. Well, gloxxy has 2 other builders on this side, and will finally build his first generator. Now it gets more difficult for gloxxy because of the river jet bikes. He has to deal both with the Hellions and with the river jet bikes. Receives plenty of damage right now. The third one comes. And what we have here, 62 to 10 economy. Goes for the slave chamber to increase the population cap. He wants more river jet bikes. It actually increases the vehicle cap as well. The 4th river jet bike will come out. Well, Seraphims had nothing to do but run away from here. They would lose the fight. He has to counter-attack in the... I mean counter-harass Dark Eldar's base instead of staying here. He could try and destroy this generator. Seraphims are very good at destroying generators. They've got good damage to buildings, as you can see, just from one squad, how quickly the HP goes down. So this can go down very quickly. The Canoness was produced and she's with the Inferno pistol. Deals crazy damage to the Hellions. Killed 2 of them already. And the Hellions are very expensive. We have 60 to 15 resources for one Hellion. That's very expensive for a tier 1 unit. And the third one goes down from the Canoness. Already paid off. Just make sure to keep her alive. But the pressure is crazy from Dark Eldar right now. 4 river jet bikes, not easy to deal with. And the Canoness HP goes down very quickly. He needs support from those Seraphims and he gets back with them. Here the complaints start. Well, skill or not, you have to deal with it however you can, without complaining. The Hellion squad is almost down, but the river jet bikes still have 6 river jet bikes, 1 goes down. Crazy damage from the Inferno pistol and the river jet bikes. I did not know it's that good. The Canoness just destroyed 3 river jet bikes. Very nice damage. As you can see, they just melt down from the Inferno pistol. So Dark Eldar is left only with 1 river jet bike now. But he also killed 1 Seraphim squad. We've only got 1 squad left. Very well done by the Dark Eldar. Nice harass in the early game, but it's about to end soon. I'm not sure who will win. 56 to 20 economy for Sisters, and he's not going tier 2. That's a big problem. Bad economy and still tier 1. He had a very good start. Perhaps 2 Seraphims was too much for this map. Also, you could try and play more defensively on a Blood River. I don't think going for 2 Seraphims opening is a very good idea here. You can just try and defend better with LP2s instead of massing your expensive units. Maybe build some mines and a turret could also help against Dark Eldar. They are very aggressive in tier 1. And yeah, we've got some flame here. gloxxy is upset because he's losing to river jet bikes mass. It's been a very good game anyway. Whoever wins. Phosphor grenades were made, deal some damage to those Hellions, burn them. Well, solid play from Dark Eldar in tier 1, what can I say? He knows his stuff. Keeps massing these river jet bikes. It's not his fault that river jet bikes can be a bit broken in the early game, that's no doubt. Especially against such squishy units as Sisters have. Very low HP in tier 1. And gloxxy quits the game. He was pretty upset with this game. But we've got some good moves from Dark Eldar, Hellions and River Jet Bikes. Later on added those mandrakes to the fights, and that's how he wins the game. So what could Sisters have done better? Against such a build order, I think you could just try to get your 4 points, upgrade them to LP2. I mean, these 2 outer points upgraded. Maybe this one as well. I mean, you probably won't afford to upgrade all of them. But as long as Sisters manage to hit tier 2 with a good economy, at least an acceptable economy, and get those Seraphims out, Dark Eldar will start to lose advantage. Celestians will be able to deal with these River Jet Bikes extremely easy. Maybe also make an emulator with upgrade instead of Celestians. They can also deal with these River Jet Bikes easily. Just one emulator. Also, Seraphims in tier 2 are very good. Also, if you feel the pressure is too much for you, you can add those minefields or a turret. I'm not sure a turret will be a good idea, but make some army. Cannoneers with Inferno Pistol or Sisters of Battle squads. But this time I think gloxxy had a very expensive opening, delayed his tech and economy completely. And 2 Seraphims on Blood River, that's very unusual also. Seraphims work better on maps like Meeting of Minds, Fata Morga, Battle Marshes, maps like those. Here we have the score. Dark Eldars winning on the military, killing more, losing less. And about 500 more resources as well. Good game, let's go into the next one. This one played on Battle Marshes. And we have, by the look of the nicknames, 2 Polish players, but I can tell this Sisters of Battle player is Maniac, also known as Blasphemer lately. The Chaos player. He also is a very good Sisters of Battle player. And this was played in 2010, this game, 9 years ago. At the top side he opens with barracks, armory and a generator. Also quite expensive, but I bet he will probably go for 1 Seraphim squad instead of 2. On this map 1 Seraphim squad would be enough, probably. That's right. At the bottom side, I don't know how to read his name. No idea, so I won't even try. The Dark Eldar players opens with 2 mandrakes, Hellions and a generator. At the laboratory, so it will be probably the same as in the last game. Hellions and River Jet Bikes. This is probably a standard opening against Sisters of Battle, and here goes the decap. Very nice timing here. Well done. Loses some HP on the Seraphims, but does not lose a single unit, so they can regenerate. Here he also gets this tortured slave, probably will manage to kill him. Only 180 HP. Dies like a fly. And we've got counter harass with these Hellions from the Dark Eldar. Tries to kill this servitor, maybe Wants to try and decap this, not allowing those servitors to build. Another decap here, by the way. And still no seraphims lost from what I can see, but one is red HP. The first river jet bikes is out. Action all around the map. By the way, the mandrakes are also very vulnerable against seraphims, as you can see. One squad of mandrakes is down. Great job with this seraphim squad. 2 decaps, 1 killed tortured slave, and a killed mandrake squad. That's crazy. Paid off big time already, this squad. We have the 3rd river jet bike. Now the river jet bikes can hunt these seraphims pretty nicely, as we also saw in the previous game. Dark Eldar still has 1 mandrake squad and 1 Hellion squad with 3 river jet bikes. This missionary will probably die. He has to run back right now, but it does not guarantee he will survive, so I think you just can stay in one place and forget it. He's dead. The missionary dies here. Yeah, river jet bikes, crazy unit for tier 1, very good mobility, good damage. We might have another mandrake squad dead on this side. Reinforcing them, and the seraphims retreat. So let's check the economy and map vision. Dark Eldar with just 3 strategic points, no LP2s, and 62 to 10 economy. No relics being captured, and for Blasphemer we've got 74 to 10, slightly better economy. Here goes the first LP2 and the Canoness. Canoness with Inferno Pistol. She deals very good damage to both Hellions and river jet bikes. 1 river jet bike got destroyed. The Hellions jump away. And that's how sisters deal with these Hellions and river jet bikes harass. Of course, this map is better than Blood River for Sisters of Battle, especially for this seraphim usage, that's no doubt. Power weapons upgrade. Now the Canoness will be able to deal very good damage in close combat too. Repairs the generator, adds this holy icon for some faith. And the first Battle Sister squad on the way. 4 river jet bikes here, not a successful jump for these seraphims. Just jump away from here, please. I think that's a bad idea. He lost 4 seraphims trying to kill a slave. Some fight in this heavy cover. Hellions very low HP, 2 more being added to the squad. The river jet bikes probably have that optic upgrade. This lightning purple thing probably is a sign of increased damage. I am not sure though. The Hellion squad got destroyed. That's a big loss for Dark Eldar. Now he's left with just 1 Mandrake squad and 3 river jet bikes. 86 to 20 economy here for Dark Eldar. 2 LP2s upgraded. And more river jet bikes being added to his army. Keeps making these river jet bikes. It's full vehicle cap now. Has 7 river jet bikes, 1 is idling in here. And Maniac builds a turret. I am not sure how good this thing is against river jetbikes, but on tier 2 it's pretty good. It may help even on tier 1. At least some pressure on the eyes. That flame. 86 to 30 economy for sisters. Captured also this relic. A very nice action so far. Almost non-stop action from the beginning. And the players' decisions pretty good. Constant harass all around the map. And counterattacks. Tier 2 on the way for sisters, and the same for Dark Eldar. He is a bit ahead with technology, not a big deal though. In the early tier 2, the river jetbikes will probably get that HP upgrade and one more damage upgrade, which will help a lot. But with the coming of tier 2 also we have the Celestians, which can deal with these river jetbikes very easily. And also armor upgrade for infantry. Seraphims cannot do anything now, better run away. They should just harass now, try to avoid these river jetbikes as much as possible. Maybe try to hunt those mandrakes. Hellions were reproduced. And here goes the Night Shields research, river jetbike HP upgrade, and the optics, just like I said. Hall of Blood also. And the Witch Cult Arena. He wants those witches, probably. Very nice game so far. The damage from the LP2 on the river jetbikes is extremely low, as you can see. This river jetbike was like about 100 HP and got killed in about 15 seconds. That's very bad damage. Here go the Celestian squad with those anti-vehicle weapons. River jetbikes won't be such big deal anymore. Global upgrade for requisition. Great upgrade. And it's still not clear who's got the advantage. For now I would say Dark Eldar right at this point in time, because he's got a better economy and a better map control, slightly better. Sisters lost this point. And the Mandrake squad gets killed again. Hellions trying to get the relic. And we've got some float from sisters. 400 energy float. He could even try and go tier 3 right now, I think. No, he goes for the Manufactorum, probably a better idea. Try to spend that energy maybe on emulators or planes, or at least a Rhino for better mobility. Three LP2s from sisters, 2 of them with holy icons. And we've got a pretty strong army now from Blasphemer, We got the river jet bikes on the other side. Hellions tying up the Celestians while the river jet bikes shoot them. Yeah, that's what it happens when you only have one squad of Celestians. And when you do not keep your army in one place. Nice stun from the aircon. Lots of sisters will die. Also get poisoned. Crazy damage. So yeah, Blasphemer needs a Rhino right now. Also he will try to avoid these river jet bikes with a Rhino. There's still no anti-vehicle from Dark Eldar. No anti-vehicle out. Looks a bit hopeless right now for sisters. He makes the second Manufactorum and will mass the planes. So why two Manufactorums, you would ask? It's because if you have two of these, you also get 10 vehicle cap. So instead of going for the vehicle cap upgrade, which is also expensive, you better build a second Manufactorum. You will have better production and also a better limit for vehicles. As you can see, it's 2 out of 10. It was 2 out of 5. So the limit is increased to 10, so he can make 5 planes. The planes will deal very nicely with these river jet bikes and also the witches. I mean, these lightning fighters, they can deal with everything Dark Eldar has right now. And if he will go for the Scourge squad, these Seraphims will be able to tie them up. So he will have the counters to everything. Just have to manage this nicely. Crazy game so far. 80 to 30 economy for Dark Eldar. 1 point got decapped. And here come the Scourges. Right now they do not have the anti-vehicle weapons, so the planes will try to kill them right away. Very nicely done. They have to run. But this squad will die anyway, it's very squishy, low HP. Dark Eldar trying to add those anti-vehicle weapons to these towers. Yeah, the damage is very nice to the plane. We have action on this side as well. And the planes go to help. I'm not sure what Dark Eldar could do against these planes. Maybe their Rhino transport. Forgot how it's called. The transportation vehicle, which also disrupts the infantry. I think that unit also has some nice anti-vehicle damage. I'm not sure how good it would be against planes, but probably better than these Scourges. At least more cost effective, I believe. Another decap here for the Seraphim squad. So here's the map vision for Dark Eldar. 73 to 30 economy, makes more upgrades, gets his points back, and goes on attack. We have tier 3 already for sisters, I think. Is this tier 3? Looks like tier 3 to me, but I'm not sure. We have 4 lightning fighters. And more Celestians being added, 91 to 39 economy. Still a bit of float for Femur. He has to focus on this Talos. But Sisters probably does not have those Krag grenades yet. Very bad. Would have helped a lot right now. Crazy fight right now, it's not clear who wins. Seraphim standing up these scourges, trying to avoid them to shoot these planes. It's basically the hope to stay alive here. If he deals with the scourges, Dark Eldar cannot kill the planes, so he will have to go back. Nicely done so far. Also, the Confessor's Smite was casted right now. Killed plenty of witches. The Archon is still alive. Confessor has to be attached to the Celestian squad. And Sisters win this fight. Very well done. Good management of the units. And that's how you win in these situations. It looked pretty bad for Sisters in this fight, but he managed to win it. There were like 2 Scourges squads, almost fully reinforced. A Talos, the Archon and the Witches. That's a crazy strong army for Dark Eldar. So I guess it's still tier 2 for Sisters. We do not have the emulators coming out. Already forgot how that tier 3 building looks like in Sisters. Haven't played Dawn of War Soulstorm online lately. I might join occasionally for some fun games, like playing 2-3 games a month, not more. Another Talos here. The Archon got killed. The squad is alive with these Incubus members. And the Archon also will be up soon. Again, counterattacks on the map. Both players attacking each other's bases. Nice repair on the planes also. You don't just lose them, you better repair. Again, the scourge is probably the biggest mistake the Dark Eldar has made in this game, is producing those scourges. They did not pay off at all, more like a waste of resources. So I think the vehicle from the one that transports the units could have been a better idea. But again, the Celestians would be able to deal with it, so I don't even know what. I'm not sure if Dark Eldar has those flying vehicles on tier 2. It's probably a tier 3 unit. Don't even remember now. This Celestian squad with the Confessor snowballs into this base. Very strong against the Scourges. So, Sisters managed to defend at home very nicely and also counter destroy this base. Very well done, and it's almost over. As you've probably realized, we have a Sisters of Battle victory. Well deserved. Both players played very nicely. I think Dark Eldar just got lost when he saw these planes and he did not know what to do. What is the counter to these planes? I have no idea, honestly. What would you do? You can leave your commentary below the video. And GG, no flame this time, which is great. Some respect from the players. And that's it. 23 minutes, almost. Something unusual for such a matchup. That's what happens when players try their best. And Sisters was on the way to tier 3. Let's check the stats. Dark Eldar still kills more units and loses less. But Sisters destroyed 10 buildings and Dark Eldar only 5. Also better economy for Sisters. And better technology score, more upgrades and more reinforced units. Very nice game, one of the best I've seen in this matchup. And we still have 5 games to go. The third one, Perpetuum mobile against elamaunt. Again, Blood River with the same positioning as in the first game. We have Sisters of Battle at the bottom. This time I do not know who the Sisters player is, but you probably know elamaunt. Speaking of which, he's working on a new Soulstorm server, by the way. It's now in beta, it already works, I have played a few games in it. So it might be a new hope for Dawn of War Soulstorm, his server. I will probably make a live stream in some weekend, I don't know when, playing on that server. So stay tuned. I am a bit excited about it, not sure about you. Basically, his server fixes the problems which Steam has right now. All the disconnecting problems, the stats not working, auto-match not working, all of that fixed in elamaunt server. Also bug fixes, maybe future balance adjustments and reworked maps. But the best thing about it is working auto-match, obviously, just like it was 10 years ago on GameSpy, without bugs and maybe improved balance, we'll see. Back into the game, on the top side we have elamaunt from Soul Fighters clan with Dark Eldar. Opened with Hall of Blood and a generator. Only one Mandrake squad. A clanmate of his actually played this opening almost every game. And his name was Stalin, in case you haven't heard of it. Maybe not that big of a deal of a player, but he played this opening the best and he was winning like crazy with it. I think I have recorded a few games of Stalin on my channel, but I don't even remember anymore. You just open with one Mandrake squad, warriors, then you add the Aircon. You can capture a point with the warriors. But now I see the second Mandrake, well. So we have 2 Mandrakes opening this time, but you can do the 1 Mandrake opening. Maybe it would be a bit risky for this map. Also upgraded the LP2. The Aircon is out. And he wants to add 1 more warrior squad. Yeah, this is not Stalin build order, but for a moment I thought it is. Sisters added the second generator, and just like I mentioned in the first game, he wants to play defensively, already upgraded these two LP2s, and now I haven't watched this game before. And he also builds a turret. He probably expects river jet bikes, but no, he actually saw the warriors. I don't know. Some bad management with the warriors here, loses 2 of them. That's 100 requisition. And the Archon hopelessly trying to destroy a generator. That's not a good idea. The Canoness is out, and we have this LP2 dealing damage. Servitor is repairing. Well, just a destruction. Sisters goes tier 2. And the same for Dark Eldar, goes tier 2 right now. This is the map vision we've got. Dark Eldar with huge map control. 2 critical locations controlled, 2 relics, all of his points. And 3 points upgraded to LP2, that's right.
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
Only now builds the laboratory. And still does some harass in here. Very well played so far. If you see your opponent just camping in his base, that's what you do, take the map. And also try to not stay behind in tech. We've got tier 2 here, Inferno pistols. Maybe the Celestians soon. Yeah, the Celestians are on the way, and the armor upgrade.
Five minutes until
Tier 2 almost up here as well. Some upgrades on the way. Soul Seeker ammunition research increases accuracy of most Dark Eldar ranged weapons. So I think this also increases the damage of the river jet bikes, but I'm not sure. It says most units, does not mention which ones. Scourges squad on the way. So from now on I have no idea what Dark Eldar should do to win the game. Maybe witches. Elamaunt goes for the Scourges. Maybe wants to harass, has some ability, or maybe he expects a Rhino from Sisters and wants to have anti-vehicle. And he wants 2 Scourges. 134 to 40 economy, that's very high economy. Against 86 to 20, yeah. Sisters is so far behind. But the army is a bit scary. Adds a generator.
Sworn ever to your service when at peace and when at war.
Very good economy for Dark Eldar. Now we'll try to attack. 2 warrior squads, Archon, Mandrakes and Scourges.
3 minutes until take and hold victory.
Pretty strong army. The Archon can tie up the sister squad. If he destroys the listening post, gets easier. Also destroy this turret now. And we have a stun on this squad. But you definitely need the witches in this fight. The warriors are very vulnerable to this fire from Inferno pistols, bolters. The Archon gets killed, the warriors die like flies, and elamaunt has to go back. Huge win for Sisters, no chances for Dark Eldar to win this fight. Just needs a stronger army. Keeps making those scourges. I have no idea what elamaunt is doing. Maybe wants to try and fight them from distance, from range. He will have 3 squads of scourges. Archon on the way again. Malediction research for the Archon. Very good ability. Yeah, we have some nice harass from elamaunt. 1-2 sides. That's how he keeps Sisters locked in their base. And I've guessed it right, he wants to fight them from range. The bolters are a problem. Such a high economy for Dark Eldar, and he does not float at all. Also not even tier 3 on the way yet. He will need a stronger army before going tier 3. The malediction casted on the Celestian with the cannoness, a few of them die. Also, this Dark Eldar ability got casted. Sisters lost their morale for a while. I don't remember how it's called. So, after all, the scourges weren't such a bad idea. At least they are good against Celestians. That's what I can see for sure, but not that good against Sisters with bolters. They cannot outrange those. And because of the low HP, they die very quickly. Yeah, he has to tank the damage with the Archon, as you can see. The bolters are targeting the Archon here, while the Scourges destroy the LP2. Smart move in here. Only 100 HP for this, should have destroyed it. The Archon gets killed. A bit of a bad fight right here. But the damage from the Scourges was also great. Almost killed one Battle Sister squad. Almost. Man, this does not look good for elamaunt right now. Sister's army is just stronger. And finally he goes tier 3. But if not the Scourges, then what else, I have to ask. I'm not sure if Witches would have been a good idea. Because Sisters have 4 squads. At least he had 4 squads of Sisters. 2 squads of Celestians, 2 squads of Battle Sisters with bolters, so Witches wouldn't have been enough to tie all of them up. Maybe even be a waste. But if he goes tier 3 now, what will he do? Maybe Soulstorm will help. But does he have enough souls? I don't think so. $92 to $30 for Sisters economy, with only 4 points captured and this critical location. And tier 3 almost up for elamaunt, but look at this. They will go on counter harass now. Base trade. Who will destroy more buildings faster? That's what it's all about. Interesting situation, but I don't like this at all. So no, elamaunt won't be buying this sister's trick. He will go back and try to defend. Maybe the witches will help, but he does not have population for them. It's population full. A stun got casted in here. The malediction gets casted. Also this ability, no idea how it's called, but it's good. Corrosion probably. And the Confessor dies. Now there's probably not enough firepower from sisters, and the Scourges will manage to kill these. Very good move here. The witches are out and will manage to tie up this squad. And sisters lose most of their army. I am surprised. Very unexpected. So, very good usage of the Scourges. Never expected they would be that efficient in the matchup. I was wrong. Very well done with the Scourges. He even has this warrior alive. He could have deleted the squad and have a limit for the witches earlier. Yeah, he forgot about this. Well done so far, and there's simply no economy for sisters to recover from the last fight. Not enough time to replenish the army. Goes for the global upgrade only now. It's too late. Very well done from Dark Eldar. So we have already 2 wins from Dark Eldar on Blood River. So it probably says something about the matchup. Some kind of advantage might be, but it's not the worst map where you can play Sisters of Battle. This map is good for defense. Sisters has done that nicely in the early game, but remained behind in map control and economy at least. So he's losing now. Also, the previous fight wasn't probably very well managed from Sisters. He did not expect he would lose all of his army from the Scourges. Another jump with the Scourges, and that's it. Game over. Very well played. From elamaunt, I'm not sure what now Sisters could have done better. By the look of it, he has done everything correctly. He just did not have enough economy. Maybe adding an emo later, or I mean a rhino. For transporting those battle sister squads. Try to outrange the Scourges, catch them and kill. So yeah, probably a rhino could have decided a lot. Could have helped at dealing with the Scourges. Very close on units killed, but it was huge difference in economy. 4,300 more resources for elamaunt. That's huge. Both of them destroy the same amount of buildings, and elamaunt's army was a bit bigger. That's it with this game. Jumping into the next one. Again, it's elamaunt with Dark Eldar and Crazy Splash with Sisters, or just Splash, or Sykesers. He had more nicknames. And in this case, Sex stands for Splash Exclusive. I mean, it's his team. We have the barracks ongoing, armory and a generator, so that's Seraphim, one Seraphim opening. The map is Tranquilities and one of my favorites. Had plenty of good games with Necrons here. It's also a good map for Necrons, no secret. Very good for Imperial Guard also. So we have Seraphims on the way. Just one squad. Like Maniac did on Battle Marshes. At the bottom we have a risky opening from elamaunt with 2 generators. That screams like a river jet bike mass very soon. Or fast tier 2, I have no idea. I just know it's risky. If Splash jumps in here and sees 2 generators, we probably will know what to do next. Either go fast tier 2 or try to mass hugely into this base, destroy these 2 generators. And that will be game over. Nice hunt on the Mandrakes with the Seraphims. Probably this squad will die. They run right into the trap, Sisters of Battle's base. Cannot escape from here. Hellions. They went to deny elamaunt getting this relic. I mean Splash. Yeah, he delays Splash's map control. The missionary probably will die, or probably not. So great job from elamaunt. He distracted Splash's attention. Splash does not know he has 2 generators, but we have tier 2 on the way right here, as you can see. Very fast tier 2. Inferno pistol already on the way. So Splash will have those tier 2 Seraphims with Inferno pistol and damage ability, which will deal very easily with both Hellions and River Jet bikes. 79 to 20 economy here, some LP2s. 2 LP2s are up, the third one being upgraded. But there's only one squad of Hellions from elamaunt. I have no idea how he will deal with these Seraphims in about 30 seconds. Another missionary will die. 2 missionaries got killed already. Very well done with the Hellions. This gets destroyed, probably was not cancelled. Didn't notice. Probably it wasn't cancelled. That means elamaunt lost 100 requisition. by not cancelling that destroyed listening post. We have tier 2 already in here. A very good harass with the Hellions, but elamaunt is behind in tech. Is only tier 1 and only now adding those river jet bikes. We already have tier 2 from Splash. And he makes the armor upgrade. Even with this economy 68 to 20, it will be enough to deal with Dark Eldar. Well, for this map, this Sisters build order is very good. It also works very nicely against Necrons. I think I was playing this exact build order against Necrons many times. You just hunt those scarabs in the early game and then jump into Necron's base and destroy their generators with crack grenades. Necron warriors cannot keep up with all of these Seraphim jumps. You can always avoid fighting the Necron warriors unless they stay in the base, and that would mean Necron has no map control and no population cap and no speed. You can only tech. So one LP2 got destroyed already, another one will go down. Looks very bad for elamaunt. The Seraphims, I mean the Celestians, are out already. Slave Chamber gets destroyed. And elamaunt is only about to hit tier 2. Very, very late. He just did not expect this build, I think. If you expect Sisters going this fast tier 2 with Seraphims, I think you just have to mass those river jet bikes faster. Make 2 Hellion squads faster, make more river jet bikes faster instead of upgrading the LP2s. And keep the pressure in... keep Sisters inside his base and pressure him to death. Just like we had it in the first game on Blood River. If you allow Sisters to hit tier 2 before, you're probably dead. Yeah, this looks over. Have the final fight in here. Hellions get countered by the Seraphims. Hellions trying to tie up those Celestians, but the river jet bikes are down. And there's no Dark Foundry anymore, it got destroyed. 62 to 0 economy, and this is over. Also worth mentioning that elamaunt's main race is Orcs. He played Orcs, mostly Space Marines, Necrons, but he's also good with Dark Eldar. I mean, he's good with all the races, actually. And Splash's main race, Sisters and Space Marines. Well played. That's how you win Dark Eldar. Very good map for Sisters in this build. Let's check the stats. "27 units killed by Splash. Kills more, loses less." Elamaunt had a bit of a higher economy, but because he upgraded 3 points to LP2. He was not ready for Sisters tier 2. Did not push into Sisters base with more army on time. That's why he lost. All you have to do in this situation is to mass units faster. Keep those Seraphims inside their base. Keep Sisters locked inside her base, destroy generators, decap points, and hunt those Seraphims with the river jet bikes as fast as you can. I think that's the only way you can deal with that Sisters build, fast tier 2. Now we'll also have a best of 3. 3 more games played between TMNT and Mico. This best of 3 was played on a King of the Hill tournament organized by Smoke. At the top side, Mico with Dark Eldar, his main race. Opens with 2 Mandrakes, Dark Foundry and a generator. At the bottom, TMNT with Sisters. Same opening as in the last game. Probably that will be a Seraphim squad. Well, this tells us something. This is probably the best opening against Dark Eldar. Go for this opening with 1 Seraphim squad, if map allows. It's probably not a good idea to go for this build only on Blood River, because it's not a very good map for jumps. And here goes the Seraphim squad.
I am consecrated to the Imperium. Emperor from the lightning and the tempest, Emperor deliver us. I have lived.
Strange placement of the generator. For some reason places it behind this listening post. Seraphims out, and they go on harass. Of course, you can't just make Seraphims and stay inside your base. You have to go, try to decap, kill a slave, kill some Mandrakes, and do it quick. Laboratory is up here, and Mico can go for the river jet bikes. First he has to build his listening posts, of course, towers of loathing in this case. And here we have a nice move, nice catch from Seraphims trying to kill the Mandrakes. You simply cannot fight Seraphims with the Mandrakes, and Mico runs with them in a very bad spot. He should have run towards the Hellions or somewhere else. Strange, TMNT won't fight the Mandrakes. Instead he goes to defend his generator. Yeah, it would have been extremely bad if he loses the generator, so it's a good idea. Come and defend. Mandrake's trying to take Sister's Relic. They might even succeed. Seraphims deal with the Hellions easily. You just run away from them. Don't fight them in close combat and you win. Cannon is out. Not sure, there's no Inferno pistol yet. A bad fight for the Hellions. Here the squad goes down. He fought a full Seraphim squad in close combat with just 2 Hellions. Also the Canoness was nearby. Bad decision from Mico right there. We have 3 river jet bikes but no Hellions. Also Mico managed to capture his relic, but not a big problem. 68 to 10 economy here, second Seraphim squad out, and TMNT will be able to go tier 2 soon, I think. Or at least make that Inferno pistol. It's on the way. With the Inferno pistol, Canoness will be able to deal with these river jet bikes faster. Try and keep this squad alive, please. Jumps away. So 2 river jet bikes go down. Nice defense from TMNT.
Emperor, inspire me.
Upgrades the LP2. Probably a good idea. We'll have a bit of a better economy. He did not have the relic captured, so getting this up will also help to defend this side.
Inspire me.
Tier 2 on the way for Mico. With just 3 river jet bikes, repairs them. And we have a counter-attack from TMNT. Also, these are some old games. I think these were played in around 2013 or 2014. Back then, so at least 5 years old. None of these games are fresh. I'm watching them in the retail version of Soulstorm 1.2. It's not the Steam version. I'm surprised we had no sync errors so far, because this was a big problem in Soulstorm 1.2. Still, no tier 2 on the way for TMNT, not enough energy. He adds a second generator.
Victory countdown has begun.
Not enough energy because this Seraphim reinforcement cost him 5 energy each.
We command DziwneNalysnyk.
I am consecrated to the Imperium.
Plenty of river jet bikes, more and more on the way, and the optics upgrade for the jet bikes on the way. Not sure if he has the HP, probably not yet. Another attack on this side. Destroys the relic, and Mico does not cancel this point, loses 100 requisition. And goes for the Hall of Blood. No idea why he goes with the river jet bikes on counter harass. No idea. He could have get in here and try to kill the Seraphims instead. He's probably afraid of tier 2. He probably thinks TMNT was tier 2, but there's no sign of it yet. It's only 65%. He still has time to go in here and try to fight these Seraphims. But he won't do that. Now he probably realizes Sisters is still tier 1. Destroys the generators. So 2 generators down. No energy income for sisters. 74 to 0 economy against 62 to 20. Nice damage with the optics. Weird base trade. No idea why Mico decided to do that instead of fighting here. Now it will be too late to fight the Seraphims, they've got the Inferno pistol. And Krug grenades upgrades. I think that was a mistake. Obviously the Seraphims will be able to deal more damage here than the River Jet Bikes. The damage to buildings from the Seraphims is much higher. Now we also have the HP upgrade, they add 300 HP to each River Jet Bike. That's a big deal. From 400 to 700. A very important upgrade. It won't save Mico though. I think sisters will win. All they have to do now is kill this slave and this Hall of Blood, and then destroy the Cabal fortress. Still not sure.
6 minutes until taking
Servitors
hold
won't have, won't be able to build in here. They don't have energy for a second HQ. Very interesting. Mico might actually manage to win this. He has the Hall of Blood, which wasn't noticed by TMNT. Here go the Krug grenades. But this chapel might go down faster than the Cabal fortress and this Hall of Blood. That means Mico will win. Let's see. Only 1000 HP here. And there's no other building for sisters. TMNT loses. Right? Oh, here he has another barrack squad. I mean, barrack building, I'm sorry. And it will go down as well. Anything else? No, and TMNT loses the game. I don't even know what happened. TMNT didn't know Mico had this Hall of Blood in this place. He thought there's only the HQ left. He should have scouted in here and see this Hall of Blood. And I'm still not sure who would have won. Interesting game. Mico wins the first one. From this best of 3, let's see the stats. And still, this was quite risky from Mico. I think all he needed to do is try to fight those Seraphims as soon as he had tier 2 and optics upgrade on the River Jet Bikes. He would have won the fight easily with all that River Jet Bike mass against tier 1 Seraphims. Still well done. Here we have a better economy for Dark Eldars also. And a better technology. Reinforced units do not count. Okay, so let's jump into the second game from this best of 3. This time on Meeting of Minds. Same matchup. Now that's a much better map for Sisters in my opinion. Seraphims are even better here. And we have that build that elamaunt did on Tranquility's end. Dark Foundry, 2 generators. Let's see if Mico will go for the Hellions. At the top side, a different opening from Sisters goes for the barracks and a generator and 2 missionaries.
I am come with the Emperor's creed in hand.
A very fast tier 2, risky stuff, but maybe worth it, especially that Mico went for 2 generators. They probably know each other's. I mean, TMNT probably knows what to expect from Mico. He probably knew he'd go for 2 generators and river jet bikes. But by the time Mico will have a jet bike out, TMNT will have a Celestian squad. So that's a big counter. Well worth the risk for TMNT, especially on this big map.
I am a servant to the Emperor.
Also some luck involved, no Hellions, no harass in the early game. A very good position for TMNT, almost tier 2 already, tier 2 on the 2nd minute. And I think you can add those Melta weapons without the armory, if I'm not mistaken. Also safe cap order. He did not try to take this outer point first, there was a decap risk. You can mess your cap order easily. So this was a safe one. Here's the first river jet bike. Mico probably realized his tier 2 already, no army from Sisters. And here are the Celestians. And you can add the anti-vehicle weapons without the armory, which is great. Missionary gets killed. A nice move with the Celestian squad. Finishes to capture the point. There's just one Celestian squad now, but it might be enough. Armory up and 79 to 10 economy for Sisters against 79 to 20 for Mico. He can go tier 2. What Mico can do now is try to keep these river jet bikes alive, hit tier 2 and must those witches. I think that's his only chance. Maybe try to destroy Sister's economy, at least decap 1 or 2 points. Could help him have that economy advantage and outmass Sister's army. He keeps making these river jet bikes, I wouldn't know why. If you see Celestians faster then you have tier 2, then you probably should stop playing jet bikes and go for something else. Well, unless you want to mass about 20 river jet bikes. Keeps making the jet bikes. Let's see if that will be a good idea. I think it won't.
Victory.
TMNT has the perfect counter against the jet bikes. Goes for the armor upgrade. Now we'll destroy this tower easily. And we have 110 to 20 economy for Mico, a bit better than Sister's economy. Mandrake's tying up the Celestians, but they will lose in close combat. The Mandrakes will die. They win some time while these river jet bikes deal the damage. But as soon as the Mandrakes get killed, the game will be over. Some Celestians also got killed. And we have constant reinforcement on the Mandrakes, keeps them alive. Maybe adding the power swords would have been great in this situation. Celestians would have been able to deal with the Mandrakes faster. And then destroy the jet bikes. Do we have 4 Celestian squads? Right here, 1, 2, 3. 3 squads. Well, that's enough. And the 4th one is out. 140-20 economy here, but still he doesn't make infantry, he makes the river jet bikes. No idea why Mico does that. It's a throw. You just need those witches with poison, need the Archon. He says Seraphims are broken. He means the Celestians. Well, in this situation with a fast tier 2, I have to agree. If you do not see this coming, you're probably dead. But it's also Mico's mistake that he continued to produce those river jet bikes. As soon as he saw the fast tier 2 with the Celestian squad, he should switch the build, not play like this. Even Scourges. He had enough economy to switch to whatever build he wanted, but not this one. It's the most useless one, probably, against Celestians. You have to play it smart and be flexible with the build order, adapt it to your opponent's play. And that's over, basically. Only now, on the 8th minute, the witches are being made. Too many Celestians already. The damage was done. 54-0 economy for Mico, still some river jet bikes alive. Archon, Mandrakes. But I don't think this will manage to win this army. Still no poison, right? Only if Mico would have this army on the 5th minute and not on the 10th one. They have all the chances to win. Well done by TMNT with a build order. Smart move. Not difficult to manage this build, but it's a smart move at least. Going for a fast tier 2. Worth the risk. He probably knew Mico would open with 2 generators on this map. They probably played before, so if you know your enemy, you know what to do. Well played. 38 units killed by TMNT, only 12 by Mico. 12 buildings destroyed against 0. Also a better economy for TMNT in the end, because Mico did not quit right away. He kept losing economy, stayed in the game until the end. That's it with the second game, only one more game to go. On Outer Reaches, a good map for Dark Eldar, also good for Sisters, Seraphims. Let's see what TMNT will do. The Decider map, the score is 1-1 so far in this best of 3. Goes for 3 missionaries, expensive opening. Probably won't build a generator for some time and add it later.
I serve the sisterhood.
A humble missionary, here to serve. Emperor.
One missionary goes to scout. What will Mico do? He opened with 2 mandrakes. Again Dark Foundry and generator.
Is ours. Emperor, inspire me.
Well, this missionary will win TMNT sometime. He might even be able to decap this point. I'm not sure if he will survive the decap.
Emperor, deliver
Mico doesn't even pay attention, he does not focus the missionary. Very nice move from TMNT, completely unexpected for both me and for Mico as well.
I remain pure.
We are the wings of the Sisters of Battle.
Another safe cap order from TMNT, getting the closest points. Does not risk with going on the outer map with those missionaries. And a very nice jump right into the slave. A lucky TMNT. This will get killed. Bad luck this time for Mico. He gets decapped, loses the slave in the early game. And the second decap with the Seraphim squad. Completely outplayed this time. We have the harass from Hellions. They might manage to destroy the generator. But Mico lost so much already. He lost time with economy, he lost this point, he lost a slave. Might lose the second one. Very lucky jumps with the Seraphims. Second time the Seraphims jump right into the slave, but this time, yeah, this time the missionary saw the slave, so he knew where to jump. Very well done. Canoness on the way, 62-0 economy. The generator got destroyed by the Hellions.
I remain.
And we have the third decap.
I am consecrated.
3 decaps from TMNT. Very nice.
I serve.
River jet bikes on the way, 50-10 economy for Mico. And a 4th decap on this side. Man, he's so lucky. Or maybe it's just skill, right? Well, I think Mico did not have this slave out. to build those towers so the decaps weren't hard. This listening post will go down. Mico does not decap it, right now he does, and loses the mandrakes with a river jet bike on this relic, from what I've noticed. Might even lose these mandrakes. TMNT ignores the jet bikes, focuses on the mandrakes, and the squad will go down without capturing the point. Man, such a bad luck this time. I think Mico is desperate, he doesn't even try. Well, even if he would run away from here, the Mandrake squad would die anyway. And this is the third slave that gets killed. A missionary dies. Let's see the map vision. 56 to 10 economy for Mico, he still doesn't have this. It's actually captured by TMNT, this point. Only has two positions. 2 listening posts. Oh, here's the third one. 3 listening posts. That's very bad for economy. 3 river jet bikes trying to kill these seraphims and Hellions, dealing damage to the Canoness, poisoning her, as we can see. But Canoness can deal with this. She has the immunity. Commander armor after all. Still nice damage to the Canoness from this poison. But she paid off already. She killed way too many Hellions, and those are expensive. Well, very well played by TMNT so far, especially in this game. Outplayed Mico big time. Very good move with the missionary in the early game. $85 to 10 economy on sister's side. Destroy this listening post. And nice map vision. Controls this point. Mico just gave up on this point. A nice Necron badge on the Tower of Loathing. No tier 2 on the way yet for TMNT. Remakes the Canoness. But there won't be tier 2 for Mico either, he's very low in economy. 38 to 20, that's painful. Painful economy. And we have another base trade, by the look of it. Lots of base trades in this matchup. River jet bikes went to find those generators, but there's no more generators to destroy. So they just focus on the listening posts now. Slave chamber upgraded. Will deal some damage. I'm not sure, does it even deal damage? Yeah, it disrupts the the nearby units and deal some damage to them.
Our Emperor gives us strength.
We are nothing.
And the final fight, Seraphims in the heavy cover, fighting the river jet bikes, Canoness, Elves, and won't be difficult to deal with this. Focus on the Mandrakes, it's almost dead, 2 Mandrakes left. And Mico says sisters are broken, imbalanced. Well, I'm not sure who has the advantage in the matchup. We've seen both factions win and lose. On this map, maybe sisters have the advantage, who knows. But it's true that Seraphims and Celestians can deal with Dark Eldar, at least with the river jet bikes. Both Seraphims and Celestians have crack grenades also. They have good mobility in the early game. And you can also try and go fast tier 2 into Celestians against river jet bikes, as it was done on Meeting of Minds, and it works. And here we have the score, somewhat close, but not so close on economy. We have 1,000 economy difference in advantage for sisters. That's a big deal for a 10-minute game. That's it with this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the matchup. Stay tuned, subscribe if you're new, leave your feedback below the video, and I will see you in the next videos. Thank you all for watching.